We live by a bunch of Airbnbs. When the weekend comes around, we have a lot of guests that come and stay with. Just in case you missed that painting or drawing was with chalk on it's cool. It's really good. Savannah and I are shooting yet another wedding today, but it's not our wedding. We were literally hired just to shoot it and give the footage away. Which honestly, I prefer these kind of weddings because that means once today is over and I hand the footage over to whoever, I don't have to edit it, I don't have to worry about it, it's just out of my mind. They're collecting the water from, and then it goes. There's another one. Because it's not our wedding, we can't shoot it the way we would normally do it. We're having to shoot it the way that the editor or the person that's paying us to shoot it would want us to do, meaning we have to use gimbal, and we're still trying to figure out if we should use our two Canons instead of a Canon and a Sony, that way they don't have to color grade after the fact. All that to be said, when we shoot for somebody else, we give up some of that liberty to like do whatever we want because we're not editing it. I'm walking to the other side of Germantown, mostly because the side that's closer to downtown had like some kind of race and there was just people everywhere, and not to mention there's a train blocking. I couldn't get over to downtown, so I walked the opposite direction. I've never been down here, so I have no idea what to expect. I'm assuming that's one of the runners. He had a bib on and all that. Really had to take everything. Also, I think we figured out what we're actually going to use for today's wedding. The hardest thing driving that, it doesn't corner very well. 90% of the time, I run the thing into walls. That is from our wall. If you're gentle with your gear, it just means you're not using it. Okay, so I have to do this really quick, but we have my Sony on the gimbal with the 16-35 and the Ronin S or something like that. And then I have a R6 with a 28-70 f2 with a Rode mic, just because honestly it's just there. And then on this one, we're using the second R6 with a 78-200 with an adapter on this Manfrotto tripod contraption. And then for all the audio, we're using these Tascam DR10Ls. They sound really good. I'm actually, so for drone, I'm using what I normally use, which is the DJI Mini 2, the one that does 4K. This 12-24 is honestly just for vlogging. The 16-35 is going to stay on there for this wedding. And then I have this, which honestly that's just left over. Some extra batteries, a couple of lights. This microphone, just in case we want to capture any ambient audio on the Sony. And we have some lights. Those will have to be set up after this for the reception. So not much has changed, just a couple of things, but this is mostly for the person that's going to be editing the video to make it easier for them. So honestly, for stuff like this, you're mostly you're doing whatever is easiest for them. Like we're shooting everything in 1080 because the editor asked for it that way. 1080-60, which is totally fine. Ceremony's in 10 minutes. lights, we have these super generic Impact light stands. They're okay. They're kind of falling apart, but they work for now. And then for the lights, we have these little, they're called Generator torpedoes, and they came in this case with everything minus this Bowens mount. But everything else was included. It was like 250 bucks, I think. If I can find them, I'll put them in a link down below. But that's the lights. It's honestly mostly, when we bought these, we were mostly on a budget. They've worked well, and they're bi-directional too, which is nice. The one thing I don't like about the Aputure 120s is a lot of them aren't bi-directional. It's either daylight or tungsten or whatever. But this, you get both. They're just, these aren't as bright as the Aputures. But for weddings, it's honestly...